Good afternoon. Welcome to another live feed on Rashad Mitchell's YouTube channel. The week that was in the NBA, man. Let's get into it, man. Obviously, we're going to start with the trade. One of the strangest, stunning trades ever in NBA history, man. Luka Doncic go to the Lakers. Anthony Davis go to the Mavericks, man. Crazy. That's probably the only thing I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to talk about something else, but I'm just going to be covering this trade because it's so crazy to see something like this take place. That's so stunning, so surprising because the Lakers beat the Knicks last night, 128 to 119. They 128 to 119. And the Knicks, a team that is really, really good, lost to the Lakers team that's playing well. They 28 and 19 themselves in the Western Conference. 28-19, they're in fifth place. Now Dallas, they struggling to get into the playoffs. They in the eighth spot right now, but they 26 and 23. So they're not playing that great. The Lakers are playing pretty good. No, they won 8 of the last 10, won 2 in a row. But it's just crazy to see a trade like this of this magnitude take place, man. You're talking about Luka Doncic, a top 5 player, easily a top 5 player, easily a player that hopefully is top 5 players in this league. He's definitely established himself as a great player. But to have this trade happen is so crazy because Luka Doncic just took Dallas to the NBA Finals last year. Number one. That's the one thing. They went to the NBA Finals last year. Last year they went to the NBA Finals. Lost to the Boston Celtics. Think, okay, we're gonna get back. Now, obviously, Lucas has not been healthy. He has calf strain he's dealing with. He's been health not having been healthy. He's been out for a long time. But this is a very impactful trade because it definitely shifts the balance of power in the Western Conference. I mean, Luka Doncic is only 25, 26. See what how he is. He's 25. He's turning 26 this year. He's in his prime. He's in the prime of his career. He's going to help the Lakers contend for a championship. Now, obviously LeBron can still do it, and the piece that's around him, they definitely got a shot to make it to the finals. But this is just a shocker, man. Anthony Davis has been playing well. He's been playing good this year. I don't think he missed that many games this year. But yeah, he has a maybe must be didn't play. Plus he was out against the Knicks, dealing with some abdomen injury. Averaging 25.7 points a game, 11.9 rebounds a game, 3.4 assists, shooting 52.8% from the field. He's 31. It's gonna be 32. It's gonna be him and obviously Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson. So when you look at this situation, man, it's just crazy, man. Like the Mavericks got older. They like a win now team. They got to win now because now you bring in a guy and Davis was really good, was averaging double, but at the same time he could be injury prone. But also you have a team that wants to win now. They have to win now. They got to win now because now you've gotten older. You got Klay Thompson, who was in his 30s. You got Kyrie Irving in his 30s. Now Davis is in his 30s. So you got 3 guys that you're going to be focusing on. You got some youth, got some other guys on that team that's relatively young. But at the same time, the 3 core players are in their 30s. So they send a message that they want to win now. For the Lakers, you get Luka Doncic. This guy is 25, going on 26. He's turning 26 this month. Playing with a 40-year-old LeBron James and all the pieces that he has around him. Now we see if they can mesh and possibly win the championship, possibly. But moving forward in the future, Luka Doncic is going to be the future. The Lakers may win this trade in the long run because they got a guy that's going to be there for a long time. Everything's going to be built around Luka Doncic. He's in his mid-20s. When you look at the Dallas Mavericks, moving forward, they're not going to have a great future moving forward because they got guys in their 30s. Davis is in his 30s. Thompson's in his 30s. Klay Thompson's in his 30s. Kyrie Irving's in his 30s. So you got guys that want to win now mentality. That's what it is. They got some youthful players around them, outside them, but these are the core guys in this team. But I'm just shocked by this trade, man. Everybody, if you have a brain, you gotta be shocked by this trade. This trade wasn't supposed to happen, and it happens. It's just shock. You got Derek Lively the second. You got Dwight Powell. We got some players on this team. Look at this roster. Now that they're getting Anthony Davis, okay, we got Max Christie. Kessler Edwards, David Gafford, Quentin Grimes, Jaden Hardy, Derek Lively, Dwight, forget Dwight Powell, 33, I ain't counting him. It's the young players, PJ Washington. Yeah, you got some guys on the team, but you don't have no franchise player that's going to build for the future, that's going to be a franchise player in the face of the franchise for a long time, like you had with Doncic. That's over with. So that's why when you look at Kyrie Irving, he's 32. Anthony Davis is going to be, 32 sometime this year. Then you got Klay Thompson, he's 34. This is a team that wants to win, has to win now. That's basically the same with this trade. Again, we don't know who knows what's going on behind the scenes. Truth will come out, but it's just a crazy, crazy trade. There's a report by Chris Haynes. He says that LeBron James intends to stay with Lakers beyond Thursday's trade deadline. First of all, why do you want to leave? You got a chance to play with Luka Doncic. But LeBron James is not going to be moving. But anyway, in this trade, you had Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris. That's who's going to the Lakers. And the Mavericks going to get Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and the 2029 first-round pick. Also, the Jazz was involved in this trade. There's a three-team trade, so you can't overlook the Jazz. The Jazz received Jalen Hood Schifino. I'm saying his last name right. I know I said Hood right, but Schifino, the Clippers 2025 second-round pick, and the Mavericks 2025 second-round selection. According to Nico Harrison, the general manager of the Mavericks, he said to Tim McMahon of ESPN, I believe that defense wins championships. So that's why he made the deal. He feels that Davis, rightfully so, Davis definitely can play defense. Just getting a guy that was all defensive center, all NBA player with a defensive mindset, definitely going to be a shot blocker. So they winning now. They want to win now, obviously. But they don't think Luka Doncic, again, Luka Doncic's not great defensively. He does a lot of things offensively. He's a playmaker. He's capable of getting the triple double all the time. But I'm just saying, it's just a crazy, crazy, move. See something like this happen. For the Lakers, it's gonna be work wonders for that franchise for a long time because of who he is and what he's gonna bring to the table. The Lakers all about superstars. LeBron James on his way out. It is what it is. He's on his way out. Eventually, he's gonna retire. So now you got Luka Doncic gonna take over and be the face of that free franchise for the Lakers for a long time. This is a crazy, crazy trade, man. Because what you get, man, you got, 1-2 punching Doncic and James, who still has it. Davis going to be teaming up with Kyrie Irving. Got Thompson. So it's going to be a very interesting situation. Davis waived his $5.9 million trade kicker as part of the deal. Also, the decision was made to give the Mavericks flexibility with the salary cap to be as competitive as possible. Also recognize that the money can be made back in other ways with no state tax in Texas and sign a contract extension with Dallas in the future. Also, there's a lot of other reasons why Doncic was moved. Now, it's got to do with the constant conditioning concerns that was told to Tim McMahon of ESPN. Now, there's reasons why. Here's the reasons. Number one, there's been significant frustration within the organization about Doncic's lack of discipline regarding his diet, his conditioning, and that's like the reason why he's dealing with these injuries. Then it says right here that Luka Doncic was relatively lean by his standards when he reported to training camp, where his weight went up to the high 260s early in the season. Okay, that's understandable. So he sat out 5 games in late November when the Mavericks listed him with a sprained right wrist and extended absence to allow Doncic to focus on his conditioning. He had a similar early season layoff in the 2022-2023 season. He has been limited to 22 games this season because of a variety of injuries. He has twice sprained his left calf since reporting to Dallas before training camp in late September, although the Mavericks reported the fall injury only as a calf contusion. So Doncic has not played since spraining his calf again on Christmas Day, but has been targeting a return before the All-Star break later this month. Now, as far as Davidson, obviously he's been injury prone himself. He has sat out the past 2 games with an abdominal abdominal muscle strain that was diagnosed early this week. He's expected to be reevaluated in a week. Doncic was in line to receive a 5-year, $345 million contract this summer, but because of the trade, he's no longer eligible for the Supermax deal. That's even surprising, even more. That's surprising right there. That's a huge hit. So Harrison told the Dallas Morning News that we really feel like we got ahead of what was going to be a tumultuous summer. Him being eligible for the Supermax, also a year away from him being able to opt out of any contract. And so we really felt like we got out in front of that. We know teams, they've had it out there. Teams have been loaded up to try to sign him once that comes available. There was a stunning as is historic. It's the first time that two reigning All NBA players have been traded for each other during the mid-season. Davis will join the team featuring a coach and staff led by Jason Kidd, who was an assistant coach with the Lakers 2020 championship team, assistant coach Jared Dudley, who was a role player on the 2020 Lakers squad. Davis told ESPN's Shams Charania last month that he thought the Lakers need to add another big man, saying he has always been at my best when I've been the fourth. 6'10" Davis now joins the Dallas team that boasts size in its front court. That's definitely going to be a plus. With Daniel Gafford, 6'10" center, 7'1" center, Derek Lively II. So their size definitely going to be increased in the front court. Definitely, that's going to be a plus defensively. Harrison also told the Morning News that he made reference to the Cleveland's front court of Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen. I think if you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, that's what you're going to see. Anthony's probably going to finish the games at the 5, but you're going to see those guys play together. When the Lakers won, he played the 4. This is unbelievable, man. Still unbelievable to see him get traded. I understand, yes, there are reasons. A lot of things happen. Obviously, the conditioning of Luka Doncic is the reason why he got moved. They were concerned about his conditioning, his diet. That's why he's been hurt. They feel that he's not taking care of his diet and conditioning. And then that's what it is. That's why they had to move him. To get a guy that's going to absolutely help defensively from that standpoint. So see what he does. And Luka's great, man. He's a great player. He's one of only 3 players in NBA history with career averages of at least 25.7 rebounds, 7 assists. Only 2 is James and Oscar Robertson. He was still in the MVP voting last season. He averaged 33.9 points, 9.8 assists, 9.2 rebounds a game. This guy is definitely capable of being a triple threat as far as getting triple doubles. This is a guy that can definitely do it. Was at 73 points against the Hawks last year in 2024. 4th highest scoring total ever. So he's a scoring machine. So with Davis, again, he turns 32 next month. Won the championship with the Lakers in the bubble. Definitely going to bring a lot on the defensive side. Double-double. You know what you're going to get. And as far as the Lakers and the Mavericks playing each other, they will play twice more in the regular season. They're going to play this month, February 25th in Los Angeles, and April 9th in Dallas. So that's going to be must-see TV just to see how they go against each other. Yeah, so we got to get together. Got to get himself in shape. That's the reason why he got traded. Conditioning and his diet. That's what they were concerned about. Going to what I see, what I've been reading. That's why they got rid of him. They had to get rid of him because of that. Diet and conditioning. So see what happens, man. Everything looks good on paper. See how things work out. But that was something I had to start with, obviously, to start this live feed the week that was in the NBA about this blockbuster trade. So, all right, let's move forward. Let's get into the NBA from last week. That's the main thing. Let's go back to last Sunday, 26. It's only one game on last week. The Thunder beat the Trailblazers 118 to 108, probably because of obviously the championship games in football. We have one game on. Monday, the Lakers beat the Hornets. Cavaliers beat the Pistons. Rockets, who may be the most surprising team in the league, beat the Celtics 114 to 112. Kings beat the Nets 110 to 96. The Heat won in double overtime over the Magic 125 to 119. The Knicks beat the Grizzlies 143 to 106. 113 to 104 in favor of the Raptors over the Pelicans. The Nuggets lost to the Bulls 129 to 121. The Timberwolves beat the Hawks 100 to 92. The Mavericks beat the Wizards 130 to 108. The Bucks beat the Jazz 125 to 110. And the Suns beat the Clippers 111 to 109. Then Tuesday, the 76ers beat the Lakers 118 to 104. Rockets beat the Hawks 100 to 96. This game was scheduled from January 11th. Jazz, the Warriors beat the Jazz 114 to 103. Trailblazers beat the Bucks 125 to 112. Wednesday, the Nets beat the Hornets 104 to 83. The Pacers beat the Pistons 133 to 119. Cavaliers beat the Heat 126 to 106, 122 to 112 was a fun score with the Knicks over the Nuggets. 76ers beat the Kings 117 to 104. Pelicans lost by 1 point to the Mavericks 137, 136. Clippers beat the Spurs 128 to 116. Timberwolves beat the Suns 121 and 113. The Warriors beat the Thunder 116 to 109. Thursday, Lakers beat the Wizards 134 to 96. 137, 115. Over the Hawks, the Cavaliers won that game. Timberwolves beat the Jazz 138 to 113. The Grizzlies 120 to 119. And the Trailblazers beat the Magic 119 to 90. Clippers 112 to 104. Clippers over the Hornets. Pistons beat the Mavericks 117 to 102. Nuggets beat the 76ers 137 to 134. The Bulls beat the Raptors 122 to 106. And the Pelicans lost to Celtics 118 to 116. Spurs beat the Bucks 144 to 118. And the Warriors lost big to the Suns 130 to 105. And yesterday, to start off the month of February, Pacers beat the Hawks 132 to 127. The Giants beat the Magic 113 to 99. Nuggets beat the Hornets 107 to 104. The Nets beat the Rockets 110 to 98. And the Wizards beat Timberwolves 105 to 103. The Thunder beat the Kings 144 to 110. And the Lakers beat the Knicks 128 to 112. I thought it was 120 to 119. I was dead wrong. He beat the Spurs 105 to 103. And finally, the Trailblazers beat the Suns 127 to 108. Right, today, got a slew of games. The Bulls and the Pistons, Mavericks and the Cavaliers, Clippers and the Raptors. You got the Celtics and the 76ers, that's on ESPN, 6 o'clock. Got a doubleheader. You got the Grizzlies and the Bucks. So that's it for that. So let's look at the standings. The best team with the best record right now, by one win ahead, is Cleveland. Cleveland is 39 and 9. Cleveland. OKC is 38 and 9. And Boston is 34 and 15. And the Knicks are 32 and 17. Detroit is 24 and 24. Houston and Memphis tied for the second best record in the West, 32 and 16. All right, so Shai Gilgeous-Alexander averaging 32.4 points a game, And then you got Trey Young, 11.5 assists a game. He's been the top assist man all year, most of the year. I don't think nobody's surpassed him. He's the top assist man. Stephen Curry, 4.2 3-pointers made. No surprise there. It's a bonus, 14.4 rebounds a game, 4 blocks a game for Wembanyama and Daniels, 3 steals a game. Right, team stats. Memphis leads the league in scoring, 123 to 123.2. Denver Nuggets, 50.5%. Field goal percentage, 12.2 points differential. And defensive leaders. You got the points allowed, Oklahoma City Thunder. Went on 4.7. 47.9 rebounds. Got the Houston Rockets. And the Spurs, 6.9 blocks. All right, so that's it, man. See, I can quickly go over the reserves for the All-Stars. Some of the guys got no snub. I don't know why. I think Tyrese Maxey didn't make it. He should have made it. He should have made it to the All-Star game as far as being a reserve. Because that came out this past week. Let's get into that. The All-Star reserves. Let's look at those who made it and those who didn't make it. Let's get into that first. Let's go over the roster, the reserves. Okay. For the Eastern Conference, you have Darius Garland, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Shout out to Cade Cunningham, the Pistons. He's in the All-Star game. Damian Lillard of the Bucks, he's in the All-Star game as a reserve. These are reserves. Jaylen Brown, Celtics. Evan Mobley, Cavaliers. Pascal Siakam is a reserve. So Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham, Damian Lillard, Tyler Hero, Jaylen Brown, Evan Mobley, Pascal Siakam, all reserves in the East. In the Western Conference reserves, Anthony Edwards, James Harden, Victor Wembanyama, Jalen Williams, Alperen Sengun, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Anthony Davis. They're all the reserves. Here are the ones that didn't make it. Because this is crazy. I don't understand why these guys didn't make it. No, this is ridiculous right here. First of all, why would you keep Sabonis out? Who's doing great with Sacramento. He didn't make the All-Star team. LaMelo Ball didn't make it, and Trey Young didn't make it. But also Tyrese Maxey didn't make it to the All-Star squad. Kyrie Irving didn't make it. Norman Powell didn't make it. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey, Davis should have made it. These guys are playing great this year. So some of the guys that didn't make it, that was snubbed. No, Devin Booker, he didn't go. He didn't make it to the All-Star team. All right. That's it, man. That's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow for Classic Books with Rashad Mitchell against the Word of God. We are being chapter 7 8 and 9 of Jeremiah and continue to read the San Francisco 49ers 1984 book, Nearly Perfect Season, about the inside story with the 49ers from 1984. We're going to get into that. And that'll be it, man. Chapter 10. Be in that tomorrow. Chapter 10, the Candlestick Park Experience. All right, so that's it, man. I'm done. That's it for the night, for the day, for this afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow for another live feed with Rashad Mitchell's on YouTube channel. Until then, have a good day.